Hi, this is Christina with Blessed Living. Thank you for joining me today. We're just going to do a brief introduction on meditation, what it is. There's not a whole lot that it's not, and a little bit of where it came from, and then what the benefits are. And I just thought that this kind of video might be helpful to the videos that I am putting out there. So meditation, I'm sure it's been something that human beings have done since forever. But one of the better descriptions and oldest descriptions comes from the Bhagavad Gita, an Indian text. And this is also where yoga came from, along with 6 other limbs of Patanjali. It's considered the 8 limbs of Patanjali, or the 8 limbs of yoga. And yoga we associate with all of the poses, right? And that's one of the limbs. And those are the asanas. And then meditation is the focusing and concentration of your mind, and pranayama, which is the focus and control of your breath. So those are the 3 that I have been studying and getting certified in over the last couple of years. But the other ones aren't necessarily something you get certified in. They're just really a way of life, and detailing like a little bit of things that you eat and how you live your life. So meditation is just one part of like this bigger circle. And even when you're doing a yoga pose or a yoga class, it is supposed to be in a meditative state. That is like part of the yoga. So when we are doing meditation, a lot of times we feel like that we're going to be seated. You can't see my legs, but they're going to be seated cross-legged with back straight, maybe doing mudras with our fingers and thumb connected, or different ways of holding our hands. But meditation can be done anywhere, anytime. It can be a walking meditation. I think even a driving meditation, because there's times when we're on the road, and we've all done it where we like, how did I get here? I wasn't even paying attention. Because our body goes into like autopilot, literally, and because our mind is figuring something out, or is just taking a rest. So you can reach a meditative state, awake. You can be lying down, you can be walking. Think of it, if you're a prayerful person, prayer is a type of meditation, because you're focusing your mind on a certain topic that you're praying about. But really it's about clearing your mind of all of the what we call monkey brain, or the chatter that you have going on. So we're not focused, when we're meditating, we're not focused about the future. We're not focused about the past. We're in the present moment, right here, right now, with our breath. Is one way to most effectively focus your mind, because it's constant, and you can learn how to control it with the deep inhales. You can hold it for a certain amount of time. The other day I was having just really stressed out about some things, and I was just like, I just have to sit here and focus on my breath. And I would breathe in, breathe out. That's all I can think about right now, because my cat was sick. And so your brain starts remembering everything that led up to this moment. Now what's going to happen next? And you just, can get into a panic attack, like worst case scenario. And I was like, I can't control anything right now. He's seeing the vet, and all I can focus on is my breath in and out. And I got through it. So that has served me well through many different challenging circumstances. And I'm not like sitting in a room. I'm not chanting. I'm not doing any of all these things that we think of as meditation. It really is just a way of life, of learning how to control your mind and control your breath, and then getting centered with yourself. When we talk about centered, it's kind of like this alignment of heart and mind, and with Source or God. Because in a meditation, a lot of times I'll even come out of it, like my 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and sometimes you can go into it and sit and or lay down and go, okay, I need an answer to this problem. I'm just going to focus on my breath. And when I come out of meditation, I'm like, sometimes, okay, that's great. I took 15 minutes to just kind of not have to deal with this, or, oh, I think this might work. I got an idea. Okay. Whether that came from your inner self or from source. I believe, from source, God working through you, but to each his own. And so, like I said, meditation can be anywhere, anytime. There's no way you have to do it. Now, as you get practice more, you might find just as an educator, like sitting with our back straight, everything's aligned up your spine. It's going to help the electricity, the synapses, and everything flow better. And then if you look into chakras and energy, it's going to help the energy flow better. So that is, one of the reasons why we sit, cross-legged and with a straight back, because it just helps on not just meditation, but even in learning and hearing and thinking. And a lot of times we focus on the breath, because the breath is always there. And there's so much even science now about how taking the deep breaths can help us either control an asthma attack to a certain extent. Sometimes you do need to go in, get a treatment, or get your inhaler. This is not in place of medical treatment, but it's helped me. I know with my asthma, it has. And I still, take some of the medicine that I need to take. It helps with the heart rate. So again, I was having just kind of a panic attack, and it's like breathing and meditating, and my heart rate calmed back down. And medical science is now researching this, what we've known for centuries. Well, what is 1,000 years? Millennium? Yeah, for a long time. That Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, Healthline, Kaiser Permanente put out research. So there's all this research that shows that meditation will lower your heart rate, can lower your blood pressure. Again, not time to get off your medication because you started meditating, but it can help either reduce the dosage perhaps, or something else that you talk with your physician about. But it has helped people as a treatment alongside the medical world. It can help with chronic pain, because a lot of, when we have pain, our mind goes to that pain. And if we're learning over time, learning to take our mind away from that pain, it doesn't become the focus. It doesn't have the grip on us that it did before. And again, this is from experience that I speak of, and also research that's on the internet. It's also been known to help with anxiety, because every time I start to worry about the future, or I'm regretting something from the past, it's like, you know what? The past stays in the past. I can't do anything about it anymore. I need to get back into the present. Same when I'm starting to worry about the future. There's nothing I can do about that. I can be prepared. So maybe I need to do something to prepare for that, but I can't worry about it. It's not helping anybody. So I just kind of reset myself. I do it all the time, all day, all the time. I don't just sit for 15, 20 minutes a day and meditate. I do this on a regular basis, what we're now calling mindfulness. And think of it as being mindfulness is just like a maybe a shorthand meditation, where we're just coming back to present, and again learning to control our mind and learning to control our breathing. And then that gives us kind of control over our self and helps us get centered. Other things that it can help just is relaxing. It helps you set the day, or it helps you go into sleep. At the end of the day, when I can't sleep, I'll do a Yoga Nidra, which is a video I have on my website. Just go ahead and watch that. I also have a couple of different versions that I'll be putting up through this subscription. But I'll do that, and I've told students and some friends to do that, and it helps them go to sleep. So yoga just there's so many benefits. I just wanted to highlight a couple that I can speak from personally, but that I've also, there's also research on there from the medical world and science. So I hope that you join me in this meditation journey and that you learn to make it a part of your day. The benefits come at about 15-20 minutes a day. But again, it's something that you can do throughout the day. You're sitting in traffic. Just focus your mind. Not on, I'm stuck in traffic, I'm going to be late. Focus it. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Before I really learned just doing that, I would just count. And I'd lose track and I'd start counting again. But that, in a way, was like my way of coping because I was focusing on counting. I wasn't focusing on being frustrated with the weight or whatever. And then I was able to kind of look around and see what was going on around me and focus. Look at the people, look at what's around me, and it just takes your brain out of that. It's not always just a fight. I mean, a fight, flight, and freeze moment, but there's frustration, anxiety, and meditation just helps relax all of that. All right, so I hope that you've enjoyed this, and as always, come see my website, visit me there, and I thought just a quick introduction on meditation, and most of the information that you're going to find out there starts back thousands of years ago with the Bhagavad Gita. And there is a lot more information out there that's coming through science and proving that this is life-changing. All right, so thank you. Be blessed, be grateful, and I'll see you later. Namaste.